What's up, Builders Club TV Nation? You got Dewan Jones here, your professional stay-at-home dad. And again, I want to welcome you to another edition of Super Social Influencers. We're excited about this because a lot of folks have given us a lot of great reviews. They're loving the value that they're getting from it. And that's what we were hoping would happen, is that you guys would love the value and, be able to learn a lot from the individuals that we bring on to this series, so that we can dig deep and learn some of the things that's going to help us, of course, grow our business online, talking about the work from home industry. I got a special guest with me right now. This phenomenal woman is doing some major things online. In fact, she's a branding expert, family. And let me get myself on camera really quickly so I can see the family. You can see me. But yes, I got Molly Trotter on the show with us tonight. And again, a branding specialist. And so what are we talking about when we talk about branding and the conversation around it? How key is it in terms of building your business from home? How important is it? And is it something that you should really be thinking about in terms of mastering this concept of branding? What is branding? We got an expert with us, and hopefully we'll get some answers and be able to pick her brain a little bit, because she's one of the best. So Molly, can you hear me okay? Awesome. Let me get you on camera really quickly so the family can see you as well. All right, family. So we got Molly Trotter with us right now on the show. Again, she's a branding specialist, an expert. Not hard to figure it out once you take a look at her social media. Definitely blown away by how she does, what she does as far as branding and really delivering the message as far as who she is and really relaying that in the digital world, right? And that's key. So we're here to talk with Molly. Molly, how's it going? Thank you for coming on to the show.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for having me. And today's great. As I was, tell people all day today, it's rough being in Southern California. The weather's tough down here. Sunny and like 75. Actually, probably like 85 today. So bummer deal,
Man, I'm kind of jealous right now. We've been dealing with a lot of flooding and serious heat here in Houston, Texas. But we're doing all right. We're making it through, and we're doing good. We're champions. All right.
That's right. There you go. Way to look at the positive side.
Absolutely. Well, the family is excited to learn more about branding, right? We're hearing more and more as we venture into this new era, this technology era, this social media. The internet is not on the jury anymore, and people are starting to realize the power of it and how necessary it is in today's business world to really build on your personal brand, have an online presence. And we've been able to do our research on you and seeing how you've been able to do just that and do such a good job at delivering the message of what you do and who you are. Can you talk to us about that? In fact, let me just ask a very fundamental question, Molly, if I can. What is What is branding?
There it is. A lot of people actually skip that and they go straight into, how do I grow my following and how do I get this, how do I get that, when they really don't even understand, the essence of branding. So I'm glad that you asked. The essence of branding is really being able to show people authentically who you truly are. So when I coach my clients, and I now work with a bigger agency, it's more so of like, okay, if you had to pick, if you're branding yourself, for example, because when you're on social media, your profile is likely going to be, your first and last name, yourself. So think of 3 to 5 things that you want people to see when they come to your profile. So it really gets you to think about what you want people to see when they want to get to know you, when they come see your stuff and all that good stuff. So that's really what it is. But you got to have that authenticity there. It's not what you think people want to see. It's what you truly are. And what people get scared of is that, like, oh my gosh, well, what if nobody can relate to me? Right. Or what if, people don't like this? Right. Chances are probably the weirder it is, or like more different, or oh gosh, what do I even you got to just be authentic and just true to who you are. People are going to sense that, they're going to feel it, and they're going to follow you because you're going to be able to connect with them more so than the person who's just trying to be, picture perfect, so to speak.
I think that's very key what you're touching on right there, because when they do, typically they're thinking about branding, excuse me, they're not really thinking about being themselves. They're thinking about creating this figure, this character, or even kind of a facade, if you will, and not really being genuine about who they really are. And like you're saying, the person you really are that's what you want to build on in terms of growing a brand, is just putting more attention on who you already are. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Exactly. There's too many fakes out there, too many, and I know we all know what that means. So stop adding to that and start being yourself, and you'd be surprised who wants to come along in your journey.
That's good stuff. So, Molly, typically our audience is home business owners, network marketers, affiliate marketers, online marketers, direct sales. Now, generally when you think about how we grow the business, we're putting eyeballs on the business. We're sharing the information with as many people as possible. And for so long, it's been, the narrative has been, it's a belly to belly kind of business. And, you got to touch the people, right? Very true. But how important is it to have a personal relationship, or try to build some type of personal relationship with people online? Is that possible? Is it possible to build a personal relationship with people online?
I think 100% it is. And this is where it all starts. It all goes back to your brand. How authentic are you being with your audience? And then on top of that, everybody's selling something. They're selling something. There's something that they're really hyped up about. And it's how you choose to share that, because social media, Facebook and Instagram specifically, it's just become a big, huge, selling portal. Now if you pay to play, pay into the ads for Instagram and Facebook, you can push your stuff further. But I firmly believe that when you selflessly give content, time, being able to give value to your audience, you can authentically and genuinely build good friendships and relationships. Mm-hmm. The reasons why I know that to be true is because I've done it with people all around the world. People I've never even met before have connected with my content, have reached out to me. Maybe we've done business together, maybe not. But because of how raw, real, and authentic I am, and however it is they found me, maybe through hashtags or somebody tagged them or whatever, it's one of those things where it's 100% possible. But social media is not just used for connecting and just a scroll hole, so to speak, of just getting lost in all these videos. Mm-hmm. You can really genuinely find people that fit your circle, that fit your vibe, that fit your energy, if you know the right places to look. But it takes time. You got to invest in it. You know what I mean? So I like to use the gym analogy of, you can't just walk into the gym being 30 pounds overweight and expect a couple times for that to magically melt off. Right. You have to pour into it every day. So when it comes to branding yourself and being able to give people something, because we're human and we're very selfish, we want stuff before we give up anything, right? So, in order for people to really trust you, you got to give them something of value over and over and over and over again, for them to maybe even, number one, just want to feel like they can connect with you. Number two, maybe they'd want to reach out. And then maybe down the line, 20 exposure after they've seen you that many times, they're like, okay, well, what are they doing in their business? I want to reach out. I really like their vibe. I like what they're doing. And I'm looking for an opportunity, because people are being bombarded all day long. So what makes you different from Joe, John, and Larry, and Stacy, Sally, and Jules over here that are selling all the same kind of stuff? What makes you different? Everybody has something different, but what differentiates you is how authentic you want to be and how you want to put yourself out there for people to connect to, in my opinion.
That's good. Now you mentioned a few things, right? There's a lot to unpack there, but like I said, our audience, home business owners, how key is it for someone who says, I'm in this thing because I need to make money right now? I got involved in network marketing, or I got involved with my opportunity because I was looking to make money as fast as possible. My friends, my family, my associates, they're not going to want to join me or partner with me if I'm not doing this, right? What is the grand reward, however, if someone's taking the time to build their brand? How vital is it to say, you know what, I'm in this for the long run, the brand is very important? What really happens for a person if they're building their brand, ultimately in their business? Yeah,
absolutely. That's a really great question. I mean, there's different levels of building brands. The level that we're talking about, you guys, is the free level. It costs you time, so it's not 100% free, but it's important, because think of it this way: your Instagram, your Facebook, your social media is your business card. People take the little piece of, cardboard, paper, whatever your business card is made out of, and hand it out. But where does that actually go? In the bottom of somebody's purse, in the back of their wallet, in the garbage can, on
laundry.
the kitchen, Yeah, it gets through the laundry. But social media is there to stay, and that's where everybody goes and checks. You better believe that if you work a regular 9 to 5 job, you're looking to get a job, guess where they're going to go first? They're going to type your name into Google, and they're going to see what pops up, and they're going to research you. They're not going to like take a business card that you gave them. Like, they don't care about that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you got to be able to brand yourself so people can see who you really are. And I always shake my head at people who are like, social media is such a waste of time. And I'm like, I feel sorry for you, because I personally have experienced this and know people who've made 6, 7, and even 8 figures using social media to build their business.
Right.
And it's just sad when somebody doesn't want to invest that time. And it really does like allow you to connect with so many people, more so than if you just do the belly to belly. Now, when you want to take it a notch up, what I help people do inside of our agency is we help people build, brands as in websites. So one thing when it comes to websites, now this is like the next level outside of social media, is a lot of people think they need to brand their business. You want to brand your name, actually. And this is a really big misconception. So say if you had a sporting good company,
right,
and then you also did speaking, and maybe you did ministry, and maybe you did some kind of online coaching. If your name is, Joe Johnson, and Joe Johnson would brand all those individual things, he's going to have quite the mess and quite the cluster to deal with, right? But if Joe Johnson is the name, and he's the umbrella, and he has the ministry, he has the online coaching, he has the sporting goods store, he has the whatever, then everybody can see this is what Joe Johnson is about. And so what's so important is that when you get to that next level and you create that website, and really be able to have a landing page for you, for people to go to see what you're about, that's so key. And what a lot of people miss out on, and you guys, this is also a next level tip, start creating an email list. Anybody you talk to, name, phone number, and email. You'll thank me later, because if social media goes down, you do not have those in a spreadsheet, in some kind of an online program like CRM, you're going to be hurting. So you want that. And websites, what's great is they capture all that for you. But if you don't have one, then okay. And yeah, you can go to a GoDaddy site. You can have a professional agency create it for you, and they do it all for you. It depends on what your budget is. But that really allows people to see everything that you're about, because chances are, whatever you're watching this episode for, whatever business you're in, again, chances are that's probably not the only thing that you're about, or that's not going to be the last thing you're going to create. So you want to make sure that you open yourself up to more possibilities.
Wow, that's an eye opener, and I'm sure a lot of people are like, wow, you know what, that's an angle I haven't really given a lot of thought to. That's very powerful. Last thing I want to ask you is this. I want to make sure I ask you this, because when we look at your social media and like Facebook, for example, and I want to find out, is this something you're doing intentionally? When you look at like your pictures, the lighting, the filters, even the angles, sometimes they share a common theme, and even sometimes what you're talking about shares a common theme, and it's kind of uniform. And in other words, every time I'm on my timeline and I come across one of your posts, I instantly see it, and I don't even have to look hard to know, oh, that's Molly Trotter. Is that something you're doing? And is there a formula? Is there a method to the madness? And if so, should work from home entrepreneurs be adding like a signature, if you will, to their post?
These are great questions. And first of all, I feel like I'm doing this whole like thing of justice because I'm in my car. The lighting's not as good as I thought it would be. So like, don't take this as an example. It's just what we're doing on the go. So
this is raw and real, family. Right? Raw and real, family.
Because you said, hey, be raw and real. But you know what? Whenever somebody asks me to do an interview like this, I have a selfie ring light. And I put my phone in the middle of it, and the lighting's good, and I have a wall all set up, for that. Yeah. But you're like, hey, just be real with it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm in my car a lot, moving, so this is what y'all get. But it's funny that you say that, because my pictures have some kind of a theme. I mean, I guess I've never really thought about it, but whatever your most natural, faces and poses are, you'll get it, or it'll come out. Obviously, my theme when it comes to like text and verbiage, it's always something empowering, or a lesson I've learned, or something that's just going to be real that people aren't talking about. But most importantly, you want good angles and you want good lighting. Again, I know I'm not doing the justice in this car, but that is so important, because for example, I have a course that I actually created that entrepreneurs, network marketers are really, really hot on right now, that teaches you, how to get good visuals, teaches you how to create great content, how to use Instagram for different strategies and things like that to attract for business. But on the visual part, you'll see a million courses on, you got to do this, you got to do that. But what's quick, what's dirty, what can we get really quickly that it doesn't cost the same amount as a professional photographer? Because some of the photos you'll see of me are professional. Some I actually do through a ring light that I got. And again, it's the big ring light. It's about 18 inches in the middle. It has a spot for your phone. Plug it in. It was like $100 on Amazon. And I wish I have a referral link for it, because everybody always asking me and I don't yet, but it's called the Newer Ring Light. And I actually have a video, and maybe we can add that in there and I can send it to you, because I did an extra tutorial for some clients of mine that needed it. So I can send it to you. You guys can get like a better view rather than me trying to do it super quickly. So what it looks like with it on, what it looks like with it off. I don't pay attention to the audio because it's just for some phones, but I literally slapped that video together in like 90 seconds. But it'll show you just how powerful it is, and you'll see that like some of my photos look professionally done because the lighting is so rich and good from that light. And I bought that thing years ago, and I mean, it's definitely paid for itself. So at the end of the day, lighting is so important, because if you have good lighting on your face, it's gonna kind of blur out any blemishes. It's gonna make you look vibrant, awake, professional, put together, and then it really does make a huge difference. And you don't have to pay for that professional quality all the time, but I do recommend, there's photographers for days out there. So spend a little bit of money. If you're really serious about your business, get some professional photos done. I mean, I have friends that I pay like $75 for 2 hours for. I mean, that's nothing. And then I'm repurposing those photos, which really gives me that professional look. And people are like, oh my gosh, like, who is this person? You know what I mean? It really does stand out.
That's a great tip. You got to invest, family. You got to invest in little things like that. Like you said, like we're saying now, I've noticed the work that she's putting in terms of just, her Facebook post, which seems small in some people's eyes, but you don't really understand the impact that it can have on your social media just by improving the image quality of your post. So we definitely appreciate your time. We know that you're on the go, you're on the run, you're in your car literally like right now. And we definitely want to have you back, because there's so much. We still want to pick your brain a little bit. We do appreciate you spending time with us. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll send you that video. So if you can plug it in here, send it to your viewers so they can just see just how beneficial that is. So I'm telling you, $100 for that thing will literally like make any of your presentations look good. If you want to do a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, it's going to add that much bigger of a pop. Because I think people just get so caught up in looking so like, I need to look perfect. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to mess up, and that's okay. The people that you look up to when it comes to that kind of stuff, they just have fallen face first more than you have, and they've messed up more than you have, and they just push through it. So just know that you have to start somewhere. And never compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 20. Like it's just not a good move, not a good idea. But happy to share, happy to hop on another time as well. And thank you so much for having me. It was great to come on here and share some value with you guys.
Absolutely. And that last thing you said, family, that is real advice. You just got to get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. Lord knows what I'm doing here with the Builders Club TV and our team. Everything's not perfect. We have issues all the time. But like Molly's saying, you got to push through. And it's not really about being perfect. It's about getting started. So we appreciate that word of knowledge from you. Again, we'll have you back soon. And we'll look forward to it. Builders Club TV family, Molly Trotter. We'll see you next time. Peace.